The iPhone 18 Pro is already shaping up to be one of the most debated smartphone releases in recent years, and surprisingly, not because of groundbreaking changes, but because there may be so few of them. Based on leaked dummy units and early renders, Apple's next Pro flagship looks more like an evolution of the iPhone 17 Pro than a completely new generation. At first glance, the biggest difference might not be a redesigned body or a revolutionary feature. It could simply be the colors. Rumored finishes include dark gray, silver, light blue, and a striking dark cherry option that many insiders believe could become the standout color of the lineup. But beyond those fresh finishes, the overall design appears remarkably familiar. That's where the discussion gets interesting. Apple has always preferred refinement over drastic yearly redesigns, but this time the gap between generations seems smaller than ever. Leaks suggest the iPhone 18 Pro will keep the same flat-sided frame, a nearly identical camera arrangement, and the same recognizable silhouette that users have become accustomed to. In fact, several reliable sources claim that from a distance, most people would struggle to tell the iPhone 18 Pro apart from the iPhone 17 Pro. Of course, there are a few subtle changes hiding beneath the surface. Reports indicate that the device could be slightly taller, wider, and thicker than its predecessor. While those adjustments sound insignificant, they may serve an important purpose. Extra internal space often means a larger battery, improved cooling, and better overall efficiency. In other words, some of the most meaningful upgrades might be the ones users never actually see. The camera system could also receive minor hardware refinements. Rumors point to a thicker camera bump and slightly larger individual lenses, potentially making room for upgraded sensors or improved optics. Visually, though, it still won't represent a dramatic departure from the current design. Some reports even suggest that many existing iPhone 17 Pro cases could fit the iPhone 18 Pro with little to no modification, which says a lot about how similar these devices may end up being. Another small change may arrive through the dynamic island. After years of minimal adjustments, Apple is reportedly working on a slightly smaller version. While that could provide a bit more usable screen space, it's expected to be a subtle improvement rather than a feature that transforms the user experience. What's especially interesting is that earlier rumors of a more dramatic redesign now appear to be fading. Instead of introducing a completely reimagined rear panel or a bold new camera system, Apple seems focused on refining a formula that already works. And that may not be accidental. The reason is simple. Another iPhone is stealing all the attention. The rumored foldable iPhone Ultra is quickly becoming the device everyone is talking about. With a completely different form factor and a premium positioning in Apple's lineup, many analysts believe it could be the true centerpiece of the next iPhone generation. As a result, the iPhone 18 Pro risks feeling less like the star of the show and more like a supporting character. From a business perspective, that strategy makes sense. A foldable iPhone could reportedly carry a price tag approaching $2,000, making it Apple's most premium smartphone ever. If that's the case, Apple would naturally want the Ultra model to stand out as the ultimate upgrade. Keeping the Pro model relatively conservative could help direct excitement toward the foldable flagship instead. Still, there's a trade-off. The iPhone 18 Pro may be viewed as a safe and predictable upgrade rather than an exciting leap forward. Users upgrading from much older iPhones will likely notice meaningful improvements. But those expecting major innovation every single year may find the design language increasingly familiar. To be fair, Apple rarely reinvents the iPhone annually. The company typically spreads major design changes across multiple generations, focusing on smaller refinements in between. The move to a new camera design in recent years was already a significant visual shift, and Apple has never been known for changing direction overnight. Even so, this generation feels different. While many Android manufacturers continue pushing bold designs, larger batteries, and ambitious hardware upgrades, Apple appears to be taking a more measured approach. And with a foldable iPhone potentially waiting in the wings, much of the spotlight may already be moving elsewhere. At the end of the day, the iPhone 18 Pro doesn't look like a bad smartphone. Quite the opposite. It appears to be a polished, refined version of a formula that has already proven successful. The question is whether refinement alone is enough in a year when everyone's attention seems focused on what comes next. If the foldable iPhone Ultra truly becomes Apple's headline product, then the iPhone 18 Pro may no longer be the main attraction. Instead, it could become the reliable supporting player in Apple's biggest smartphone story yet. For more smartphone leaks, upcoming tech launches, and in-depth analysis of the gadgets shaping the future, make sure to subscribe and stay tuned for our latest updates.